was the picture perfect man of my dreams. He was a shotgun locked and loaded on me. He was a blue-eyed, blonde-haired, sweet-talking snake. Oh, loving him was my greatest mistake. 'Cause I was a fool and he was an actor. I never knew it wasn't my heart he was after. Criminally cruel and sorry actor. I never knew it wasn't my heart he was after. My love, the actor.
She was a gorgeous green-eyed angel-eyed witch. She'd wake me up with gentle whispers and loving in bed. But when she finally started dropping the act, we said some words we didn't mean. My God, it was bad. 'Cause I was a fool, she was an actor. I never knew it wasn't my heart she was after. Criminally cruel and sorry actor. I never knew it wasn't my heart she was after. My love, the actor. My love, the actor. My love, the actor.
I never knew it wasn't my heart he was after. Criminally cruel and sorry actor. I never knew it wasn't my heart he was after. My love, the actor. My love, the actor. My love, the actor.
That was our marquee artist of the week, Miss Willow Avalon, for the first time here on Tunesday Tuesday. Gosh, we are to level 30, episode 30 of this show already. It's been a rough couple of weeks. We've missed a couple of weeks because of COVID, but we are back. We are full strength. We are ready to rock and roll once again. I'm very excited about this week's show. We have singer-songwriter Stephen Like coming on the show and being my guest. And we have brand new music from Stephen today that's not released anywhere. You guys will get to hear it for the first time ever right here tonight in probably about 20, 25 minutes or so. But without any further ado, guys, let's get right into it with my friend Stephen Like. Stephen, how you doing, man?
Good, sir. How are you?
So we are live on the interwebs with Stephen Like on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. Gosh, we have so many damn platforms. It's hard to tell what the hell's going on. So Stephen has come on the show with a brand new song that's not even released anywhere. So this is pretty much the first time it's going to be played anywhere, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it actually comes out this Friday the 13th.
And it's called Here We Go Again. We're going to get into that song a little bit in a little while, but let's talk a little bit about background. Where are you from, man?
So I'm originally from Garland, Texas. I currently reside in Rowlett, Texas. So I moved one whole town over, but I've been here for about 25 years now.
So Garland, Texas. So do you play a lot of shows out that way, or are you more of an in-house singer-songwriter? Or?
Yeah, I've started to play a lot more this year. I started playing guitar. I picked up the guitar during the pandemic and started songwriting just a couple of years ago. So I'm still somewhat new at all this.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a journey over the last 5 years or so. But yeah, so my initial EP's coming out and the first single's coming out from it. So yeah, again, doing more shows this year. I did a handful of shows last year, kind of getting my feet wet, and doing a lot more shows this year. So
So started songwriting because of the pandemic, but was there any musical background prior to that, like, or just all of a sudden?
yeah, yeah. So back in high school, my late teens, early 20s, I played drums. I used to be a drummer in like a rock heavy metal band way back in the old days, and then had a couple of kids and got married and went to college and all those things. So yeah, I put music on the back burner for a long time. And then, when the pandemic started, I thought, what better time to learn how to play guitar? There didn't have much else to do at the time. So
Yeah, I mean, being a drummer in a metal band and being a singer songwriter with an acoustic guitar is like worlds apart, isn't it?
yeah, it really is. And right behind me, you can't see it, it's not in the picture here, but my old drum set, I finally got it put back together recently. So I'm not the drummer I once was. I'm definitely a better singer songwriter at this point, but I still like to bang on some.
So, how would you describe your sound, your genre or style?
I mean, country, I guess is what you would call it. It's Americana, a little bit of both of those things. I think I'm a lot like other people where you don't really know what genre you really fit into. But somewhere in that avenue, I think is where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, boxes are bad anyway, right? When it comes to music, but like when you're in Texas, I always think there's like two kinds of music, right? Country and western.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, what's the scene like out your way, out in the Garland area and Rowlett and all that?
Yeah, so when I first started trying to go and hit up the mics and get in front of people and playing, I went out to Hunt County out in Royce City. For me, it was far enough away that I could go out there, and if I went out there and bombed, I didn't know anybody, and I could just come home and sell my guitar on Craigslist. But I stumbled upon a really good community out there. So Hunt County has a lot of great singer songwriters out that way, and have a lot of support from a lot of people out that way. And I know we're going to talk about Brayden Stewart's song a little bit later as well. But he's a young kid out of that area that's making big moves right now and doing a lot of cool things. So.
Yeah, I love that. And are you saying you're pretty much self-taught as a songwriter, or have you had some mentors and co-writes along the way as well?
Yeah, back in I think it was the end of 21, I went to a singer-songwriter weekend retreat at Courtney Patton's house, and Jason Eady was there as well. They were married then still, and James Wilson was there too. So, I was kind of like dipping my toes into songwriting at that point. I wasn't sure it was something I really wanted to do. I didn't really have any clue on how to do it necessarily. So after that weekend, it really inspired me to kind of, take a stab at it and see what I could do with it.
So what was it that you brought home from that? Because I mean, that's three phenomenal songwriters right there in the same room.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot of the basics really. It was just, kind of how to structure a song and things like that. Just a lot of the basic stuff, but just hearing other people that were more experienced than me asking questions that I didn't even think to ask. So I did a lot of listening and a lot less talking during that weekend. I would like to go and do something like that again. I've looked at a couple and I haven't pulled the trigger on one yet, but I think it'd be good to go back now and have some more experience and get some more wisdom from the mentors.
There's a lot of online ones you can like look into as well. Songtown USA is a real good organization to check out if you haven't heard of it yet. But
No, I haven't heard of that.
yeah, you definitely need to check it out. I need to do a video on Songtown for sure. What's your process look like? Are you are you like scheduling time for yourself to write songs, or is it kind of out of the blue and just coming out of the heavens, or how does it work for you?
Yeah, it's mostly out of the blue. After that songwriting class that, they kind of try to teach you to, get up in the morning and try to write things before you look at your phone or really do anything else. And, I did that for a little while. It wasn't the best way for me to do it. I get inspired most of the time when I'm going on walks with my dog or something like that, or driving down the road, all the places where it's not safe to type
Yep.
the words that you're thinking of. But that's where I get most of it from. It usually starts with words for me, and I try to figure out the music from there. I never really have like a melody first and then start writing words to it. I have one or two songs that kind of came out that way, but for the most part, it starts with the words, the lyrics, and then the music comes
Yeah, the
second.
words pretty much write the melody sometimes anyway, right? Because just
Right.
the enunciation and the intonation that they are, and I mean, just I'm not a songwriter. I don't know how it works, but I just know that I've talked to a lot of songwriters, and a lot of times the lyrics just fit, and like no other melody would work with that lyric.
Yeah,
It's just
that was the
great.
thing early on for me too. It was, I didn't know how to say what I wanted to say on the guitar.
Mhm.
I'm still to this day not a great guitar player, but it's like finding the right chords and things like that. That a lot of that again early on, just being self-taught, I had to just figure it out. But yeah, most of my songs are pretty simple. Three chords and the truth kind of stuff for me. It's more about the lyrics and the meaning behind the
And
the
what's the
lyrics.
subject matter look like for you?
Oh, that's a great question. When I first started writing songs, I wrote a lot of sad stuff,
Yeah.
a lot of sad songs, and yeah, it was mostly that for a while, and some family stuff thrown in there, and missing your hometown and things like that. Those kinds of things. I don't sing about pickup trucks and tailgates and drinking cold beer stuff
Good
or
for
whatever.
you, man. Good for you.
Nothing wrong with that kind of music.
Yeah.
Everyone to do what they want to do, but that's not what comes to me naturally.
Well, yeah, and I mean that's not going to tell your story either, right? So
Right.
I mean, you want to try to
Yeah,
tell your
yeah. A
story.
lot of my music has either full portions from my story or parts of my story, and then I'll mix in things from other people I know or other things I'll see in the world to try to finish out the song. But a lot of it comes from personal stuff.
So you find yourself able to write from other perspectives as well, then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, and early on too, it's like how much of your own truth do you really want to put out there in your lyrics? It's
Yeah.
it's a vulnerable thing, and then you always get asked questions about your lyrics later on too. So then you have to explain to people,
Yeah, it's
you know.
reliving the hurt over and over again, especially if you're doing live shows and you plan on making, kind of making some money, putting the songs out there in a live situation. Yeah, you're rebearing your soul every show.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's funny you say that because Courtney, who we just talked to not too long ago on the show, was talking about a grieving process that she goes through in every song she writes, which was super into like innovative and insightful. Going through an actual grieving process, and then once you've grieved the song, then the song doesn't really hold as much control over your vulnerability as it once did. This cool stuff, man. That's why I love doing this and chatting with creative people.
Yeah.
What's it look like for you in the studio?
So this is the first time for me in the studio ever earlier
Yeah,
this year. So I kind of got nudged into doing it sooner, not sooner than I wanted to, but I think I needed to do it sooner than I probably would have. There's a drummer that I had set up that's a local guy too, Mayo Valdez. He's Charlie Crockett's drummer. He's
yeah.
from Garland as well. We're from the same neighborhood. And basically, I recorded in February and March of this year, and he told me like in January when I asked him about recording this year, he's like, "Well, after March I start going on the road, so if you want to get me in the studio, you need to do it sooner than later."
Mhm.
So that's really nudged me into getting in there. And my friend Brandon Cowley's played bass on the album as well. He introduced me to a guy named Michael Smith that runs a studio called Sunland Sound that's in Dallas. So between those guys, that's what kind of really nudged me into getting in there sooner than later. And I mean, they're all pro level musicians. I had Milo Deering played steel guitar for me on a couple of songs. Orion Pitts from Justin Pickard's band is playing fiddle on there. Michael Smith, the guy that owns the studio, also plays lead guitar, so he played lead guitar on the album plus B3 organ. And a friend of mine named Bobby as well played piano. So it was cool for me. It's like all the people I've met over the last couple, 2 to 3 years doing open
Yeah.
mics and things like that. It's all people I've met along the way. So like I knew everyone that played on the album except for Milo. I've never actually met
Yeah,
Milo.
Milo's an incredible guy. Incredible
Yeah,
guy. One of the most talented people anywhere, really. That man can
yeah,
play anything with strings on it, man. I swear to God.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
um,
And I didn't know who he was until Michael suggested him. I was like, yeah, if he's this amazing steel guitar player, sounds good to me. I don't have any preference. I don't know any steel guitar players. And then I
I
found
mean,
out
if
who he
it's okay
was.
for Don Henley, it's got to be okay for the rest of
Yeah,
us, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, this is debut everything for you, man. Like it's your debut this and
Yeah,
debut that.
yeah,
So it's
yeah. Because
gonna
like
be.
going to the
Was it nerve
studio and
wracking for
doing
you getting into the studio? Just like a little bit of nerves and stuff like that.
it was for sure because like I don't play to a click a whole lot, to a
Yeah.
metronome or whatever. I think I have decent timing, but you really figure out how good your timing is or isn't when you get into a studio. So playing to a click track is something I wasn't really familiar with. So doing that stuff, and then also too, just I've been a solo acoustic guy since the beginning. So hearing other instruments in there, like they first ask you kind of, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, drum beats, I can have an idea because I've a background in that, but when it comes to lead guitar and stuff, I don't really know what to
Right.
do.
Yeah.
I had great players that came in there and just knocked it out of the park for me. So I was lucky in that.
And when's the record due to come out? The full thing.
So the full EP is going to come out on August 8th, and I have an album release show, a full band show that I'm going to do at Sweetwater Grill in Union Valley, Texas.
All right, and you're gonna waterfall singles up until that point, like once a
Yeah,
month or so.
yeah. So Here We Go Again's coming out this Friday the 13th, and then a month from then we'll have another single that will come out, and a month after that will be the EP release.
Yeah, that's smart, man. I like that. So let's talk about the song, man. Here we go again. It's the debut single of yours. Um, Tell us how the song came to be and what it's about and everything.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny story. This one, a friend of mine, Daniel McCullough, is learning to play the fiddle. He's a couple years into it now, but he was like the only person I really ever got a chance to play with very much. And early on, he's like, "Man, all your songs are sad and slow." He's like, "You need to do something more up tempo." So what did I do? I took a sad song and made the tempo faster, and that's how we came up with "Here We Go Again."
I love it.
So yeah, I mean, but the song, the overall, you know point of the song, I guess, is how depression and things like that can just show up at your doorstep sometimes. You'll just wake up one day and it just hits you, and it's not always from something in your life happening. You can just wake up one day and that darkness comes upon you and it's there.
Yep.
So I tell my kids, I was like, there was a time where people would just like show up unannounced to your house, an unexpected house guest. So that's kind of how the song starts out. It's talking about the front door's wide open, the all these things that like you can't pretend like you're not there because the door's open. They can see inside. So that's sort of what it's about.
I love that. And depression doesn't need a reason, man. Like I think that's I think the biggest thing about depression that people that don't understand depression don't understand is that, man, you can have everything in the world, everything you've ever dreamed of, and still be clinically depressed. Like I know people that
Yeah.
they have everything they could have ever dreamed of, and they couldn't tell me why, but they are still depressed. There's a difference between depression and sadness, and you just have to understand and try to understand the difference between those, especially if it's somebody that you love that's going through that.
Right.
It's rough, man. It really, truly is. But let's talk about Steven's pick of the week, and then we'll get into the music. Steven's pick of the week is a songwriter named Brayden Stewart. The song that you've picked is called Bandages. Tell us why you picked this one, man.
Yeah, so his album just came out, I guess, 6 weeks or so ago, and it's really doing really well. I like all the songs on the album, and when you asked me the other day what song I wanted to put on here, I looked at the one that had the least amount of listens, at least on Spotify, and I love all the songs, and I thought Bandages is a really good song that doesn't have as many spins as I think it should. I think it's an amazing song. I mean, lyrically, Brayden's 20 years old, but he writes lyrics like he's 50.
Isn't
You
it
know,
isn't it sickening how the young people can do that, man? I freaking hate it,
it
man.
really is. And when I started doing the open mics out in at Sweetwater Grill out there in Union Valley, he was coming there then, and he was 17 years old when I met him,
Yeah.
and he was some bounds above what I was, and still is, and it's surpassing me. But I mean, he's an amazing kid, and I mean, I say kid, he's an adult.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's a super nice young guy. I mean, I saw him, a couple months ago at an event, and he came over and talked to me, and like, he doesn't have a big head or anything. He's a super nice guy, and real relatable. It's cool to see from someone that's that young. I mean, I
Yeah.
have children that are older than Brayden.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's
I don't
like,
know if you know Jack Barksdale, but Jack's been singing and songwriting since he was like 9. And
yeah,
I think we interviewed him on the show when he was 10. And
not really.
golly, man,
Yeah, I saw him.
everything this kid comes out with is so deep and dark, and I'm just like, dude, where are you
Yeah.
coming up with this stuff, bro? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
I saw him last year. I think last year or 2 years ago in New Mexico, in Red River, New Mexico, is the first time I've seen him play.
Yeah.
But that's the way Brayden's lyrics are. Like I said, I mean, if you really listen to his album and listen to the lyrics, it's like, man, it's like you think someone else wrote it.
Exactly.
I think there's 9 songs on this album, and I think that he wrote 6 of them. The other 3 are covers from people he knows and things like that. But I mean, yeah, all the ones that he's done, and even the ones that I've heard that were earlier singles before this EP came out, and other things I've heard him play at an open mic that he's played maybe a couple times, never played again. It's just like, yeah, just super duper amazing guitar playing, and then lyrics are just
Yeah.
it's been his years for sure.
Well, I'm excited to. I always blind react the pick of the week, so I haven't listened to the song yet. So I always blind react it, and
Yeah.
And it's for a selfish reason, man, that we do that segment is just to learn about new people, not just as an audience, but as a host. Like, I love learning about new artists all the time. So it's so cool
Yeah.
having the pick of the week and having our special guest pick a song as well.
Yeah, and one of my favorite parts of the whole song is at the very end. There's like this really cool drum fill that kind of finishes out the song. So, the whole song's amazing, and that's why I picked it. So.
Awesome, man. Thank you for doing that. And if people are wanting to support you, what's the best way to do that? Your social media, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's Stephen STEPHEN _like LIKE on Instagram, and this is Stephen Like on Facebook. That's the only place you can really find me now. And as of this Friday the 13th, I'll have my first single out. So I'll actually be on streaming platforms. I don't have anything on there as we speak now, but here in a few days we will.
Are you going to sell digital copies of the single and record as well, or are they just going to be streamable?
I think just all streamable.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's on iTunes, and I think people can purchase it, but I'm sure most people stream these days. So.
Yeah, most likely. Well, Stephen, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to get into the music. We'll play yours, we'll play Brayden's, and then probably another hour and a half. You're welcome to hang out with us and chat if you want, and I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. You have a good rest of your night.
All right, you too.
All right, guys, it is time to get into the music. And again, the very first song we are playing tonight is from the man we were just talking about. It is his debut single, which means this man has never released music before, and this is the first time you will be hearing his song. This song does not exist anywhere until Friday, June 13th. That's right. That's not until this Friday, which means you guys are getting to hear this for the very first time ever. This is Here We Go Again by Stephen Like. Check it out.
Oh man, here we go again. Haven't seen you in a while. Could have told me you were stopping by. Heads up would have been real nice. Probably would have locked all the doors, close the window, take the phone off the hook. If you came a knocking, wouldn't give that peephole a look. You're here to break me down again. I've seen it all before and I can't win. Front doors wide open, screen doors unlocked. Walk back in and make yourself at home. Let me lower than a well digger's hole. Staying this time. Last time you broke a few things, my heart included, relationship or two. Took a bottle of pills just to get me through. You're here to break me down again. I've seen it all before and I can't win. Front doors wide open, screen doors unlocked. Walk back in and make yourself at home. Let me lower than a well digger's made your way back in. And I can't let you win. Day since last, the press starts over today. Walk back up the hill till I'm better again. Never really leaving a thank you, no. You left me lower than a well digger's hole.
It's Here We Go Again by my buddy Stephen Like right here on Tunesday Tuesday for the very first time. I want to thank Stephen once again for hanging out with me tonight and for picking the next song. Here is Stephen Like's pick of the week. It's Bandages by Brayden Stewart.
Watch me fall and watch me shake and become the man I know I'll hate. And hate is a word that I'm used to, 'cause I hate how much I love you. And oh, what have I done? And who have I become? What have I done? Take it slow, but it hurt me fast, 'cause I stopped living for things that last. 'Cause I found comfort in lost last fall. And through all of the trouble, I hoped you'd call. 'Cause what you learn when you're on your own is what you grow to love. And living to die for someone else ain't worth your time or your trust. If I was not my mama's boy, I'd have left you from the start. Well, now all I have is a petty heart and bandages on scars. Tears in my soul. And my passenger seat has grown so cold. No. 'Cause what you learn when you're on your own is what you grow to love and live and to die for someone else. Ain't worth your time or your trust. And if I was not my mama's boy, I'd have left you in that car. Well, now all I have is a petty heart and bandages on scars. 'Cause what you learn when you're on your own is what you grow to love and live and to die for someone else. Ain't worth your time or your trust. If I was not my mama's boy, I'd have left you from the start. Well, now all I have is a petty heart and bandages on scars. Now all I have is a petty heart and bandages on scars.
Brayden Stewart. The song is called Bandages. It is Stephen Likes Pick of the Week. Brand new music here on the show. Thank you so much for the pick. Love the song. I'm definitely going to be adding more of his music to my playlist for sure. Loving it. Singing and writing about real stuff is what it's all about, y'all. Recently inducted into the East Tennessee Writers Hall of Fame, fiery roots rock singer-songwriter Scott Miller returned to his native Virginia to tend the family farm while continuing to release and perform new music informed by that rural area, history, and Appalachia. Miller combines the emotional honesty and intelligence of a singer-songwriter with the swagger and enthusiasm of a rock and roller, a gifted and eclectic solo artist. Here is Scott Miller with The Way.
Midnight and I'm feeling alright, but my baby is tired. We drove down to a party in town. I should've known I was gonna drink too hard. Windy road when I'm driving it home, each and every turn. I've had enough of the way I was. Seems like by now it's time to learn the way. I lost the way. I lost the way. The back porch where we first kissed was where I sat so long and headed out to find what it is that makes a man wanna come back home. Windy road when I'm driving it home, each and every turn. I've had enough of the way I was. Seems like by now it's time to learn the way. west is right and the east is left. When you're heading south, the sun will rise and the sun will set. Another day, another chance to figure out the windy road when I'm driving it home. Each and every turn, I've had enough of the way I was. Seems like by now it's time to learn the way. I'll find the way. I'll find the way. I'll find the way.
Bailey Ray is an Oklahoma singer-songwriter with roots planted deep in country music and the Western way of life. At an early age, she started her collection of classic country vinyl and was gifted many country albums belonging to her great-great-grandmother. Listening to those legendary voices like Loretta Lynn, Merle Haggard, Emmylou Harris, and Don Williams, Bailey Ray quickly discovered a love for traditional country music, which continues to be an influence in her voice and musical style today. Since the age of 13, Bailey Ray has been performing on stages from Texas to Tennessee. In 2020, she had the opportunity to share her talent with millions of fans on the biggest stage of her life, NBC's The Voice, where she had the honor of becoming the first country artist on Team Legend. Bailey Ray quickly caught the attention of country music fans from across the nation and finished The Voice Season 19 as a top 9 semifinalist out of 44,000 auditions for that season. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Broken Heart to Broken Heart by Bailey Ray.
Fancy meeting you here. What are the chances? Our stories are almost the same. Shattered romances. Have you ever been here before? How long does this last? If you hold me, I'll hold you until the hurt has passed. Broken heart to broken heart. Oh, I sure could use your arms to hold me till I'm strong enough to stand alone again, face to face and hand in hand. Oh, together we understand it's okay to fall apart. Broken heart to broken heart. I'm so glad that we had this talk. I feel so much better. We've still got some tears to go through, but they won't last forever. Until our eyes are all dry and our hearts finally heal. I lie to you lie to me. Pretend the pain's not real. Broken heart to broken heart. Oh, I sure could use your arms to hold me till I'm strong enough to stand alone
energy West Virginian alternative rock band, the Last Year's Model, is up now with their single Old Days.
Jangling my keys in this old 65, smoking on this red from this pack by my side, and I'm thinking about the old days. Hand on her knee as we drive through the night, thunder in her heart and she lets out a sigh, and I'm thinking about the old days. Life comes fast, and dreams don't last. When I'm thinking about the old days, caught in the flicker of neon lights, with the strike of a flint our hearts ignite. But I'm thinking about the old days, dreaming of pink in the heat of the day, taking it all as our eyes slip away. But I'm thinking about the old days. Life comes fast, and dreams don't last. Life comes fast, and dreams don't last. When I'm thinking about, we burn so bright but we burn out fast. Nothing but shadows on in the past. Keep on breathing and hope to forget. Inhale the passion and exhale regret. We burn so bright but we burn out fast. Nothing but shadows on in the past. Keep on breathing and hope to forget. Inhale the passion and exhale regret. Life comes fast, and dreams don't last. Life comes fast, and dreams don't last. But I'm thinking about the old days, with every kiss a nicotine rush. But just like this love, it turns into dust. 'Cause I'm thinking about the old days.
Last Year's Model on Tunesday Tuesday with yours truly, Boston Chris. Huge thank you to Fubar MP over there on Twitch for the 10 gifted Tier 1 subscriptions to NGD, Shrooms, Zombie Joey, John, Nibblins, Nile, Tennessee, Kraken Original, Hydro Squatch, Joey Mania, Mikey Murder, and 6Lango9. Thank you so much for that, Fubar and the Hype Train. And welcome to the Cool Kids table to all 10 of you fine human beings. And we have come to our very first tribute of the week. Unfortunately, we have 3 prominent musicians that have passed on this week. Arthur Hamilton Stern, known professionally as Arthur Hamilton, was an American songwriter. He is best known for the song Cry Me a River, which was first published in 1953 and recorded by Julie London and dozens of other artists. Arthur was born in Seattle, Washington on October 22nd, 1926, the son of songwriter and comedian Jacob Abraham Jack Stern and Grace Hamilton Stern Leet. He moved as an infant with his family to Hollywood, where he learned piano as a child and also studied music theory and counterpoint. We are very we are very saddened to play today that big hit for Arthur Hamilton, who passed away this week, aged 98. Here is the iconic song, Cry Me a River.
Cry the long night through. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Now you say you're sorry being so untrue. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. You drove me, nearly drove me out of my head, while you never shed a tear. Remember, I remember all that you said. Told me love was too plebeian, told me you were through with me, and now you say you love me. Well, just to prove you do, come on and cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. I cried a river over you. I cried a river over you.
Rest in peace to Arthur Hamilton, and thank you for one heck of a great song. And next up, all the way from London, England, is actress, author, singer, songwriter, for the first time ever on Tunesday Tuesday, Lola Kirke.
Twice as strong, could half the price for feeling good enough to dance, for acting like I ain't been crying, bombing smokes and stealing lights, tossing 20s to the band, for moving on and going nowhere, telling mama I'm alright. No, it might not work forever, but it 2 for 1's are 4.
Spiral Eye emerged from the piney woods of deep East Texas in 2018, making a name for themselves as a tight, captivating live act, delivering a heavy blend of groove and thrash metal infused with progressive death metal complexity. The band is known for its unconventional rhythms and constantly evolving riffs, and for the first time ever, here they are on Tunesday Tuesday with their brand new single called Warhammer. We have our first request of the night. And we're going to get into that right now. Let me get it set up. And then Nashville might be known as a 10-year town, a place where it takes a decade or more to get noticed. But for River House artists, Warner Music Nashville's Austin Snell, the rules have never really applied. You're not supposed to fuse hard-rocking sonic aggression with the deep-feeling confessions of a country troubadour. You're not supposed to just drift into Nashville with a battered old guitar and write a career-launching hit either. But Snell has done both. And now, just 1 year into his Music City tenure, he's well on his way to making grunge country as familiar a term as honky-tonk. Here is, by request, Excuse the Mess by Austin Snell.
Don't mind them bottles on the shelf or the pills on the floor. Probably see all the hell through the hole in my door. The only thing in this house that ain't been a war is the bed, cause the truth is I don't sleep anymore. Trust me, don't you worry about that burn pile sitting out back. It's just full of all the memories from my past. And I don't wanna talk about it, so please don't ask. Please don't ask. Excuse the mess, I'm a wreck. Oh, 'cause she got the best of my heart and my head left and making my chest. Now I ain't been the same since she left. Since she left. Oh, excuse the mess. Blood on my knuckle, about as red as my eyes. That cigarette's about as gone as my mind. I try to run from demons, but I can't hide. I can't hide. Excuse the mess, I'm a wreck. Oh, 'cause she got the best of my heart and my head left and aching my chest. Now I ain't been the same since she left. Since she left. Oh, excuse the mess. Excuse the mess, I'm a wreck. Oh, 'cause she got the best of my heart in my head with an ache in my chest. Now I ain't been the same since she left. Since she left. Excuse the mess, I'm a wreck. Oh, 'cause she got the best of my heart in my head left an ache in my chest. Now I ain't been the same since she left. Since she left. Excuse the mess. Don't mind them bottles on the shelf or the pills on the floor. It don't matter, cause she ain't coming back anymore.
All right, by request, there was Austin Snell. Excuse the Mess. Great song. Thank you for introducing me to him. I have not heard that song before. Very good stuff, man. Very good stuff. She got her start at the age of 7 in the middle of an Arkansas rodeo arena singing the national anthem. Hope, Arkansas native Mae Estes hasn't stopped singing since. Paying dues in Music City for nearly a decade, she's now stacked with stories to tell. In 2019, Estes began releasing music and signed her first publishing deal with Plaid Flag Music in 2020. She's since racked up more than 13 million streams across platforms and over 1 million views on YouTube, independently and organically building a quick-growing fan base with her plain-spoken truth. In 2022, Thinking About Cheating became the first release from her debut AEP, as well as her first video feature on CMT. We are excited for the very first time to have Mae Estes playing a song here on Tunesday Tuesday. Here is the hit, Mr.
He's the first call when the engine's smoking, TV's broken, grass needs mowing. You can count on him when the ground starts shaking, world needs saving, all hell's
Unidark is your destination for powerful original music that spans the realms of rock, metal, death metal, metalcore, and deathcore. With a unique sound that fuses crushing breakdowns, melodic riffs, and raw emotion, Unidark creates a tense music that pushes the boundaries of extreme metal. Here is Betrayal of the Divine.
The shattered face, drowned in embers and dust, abandoned by gods who claimed me their own. Forsaken deity, where is your hand? Condemned to suffer, cursed to die alone. Rise, earth claws at my flesh. Frostbitten bones, blackened blood turns to ash. Ancient gods, corrupted round my deceit. Hollow souls, I am left to face the curse you conceived. Hidden in scorn, cast into void and decay. Cries unheard, I fade in their dismay. I am lost, deep, patching pain in my skin. Lifeless roots stare, bleeding, sorrow within. The journal of the divine, that shall cross my chest. As I turn the earth to ashes in my protest. Rip this curse from my spine, let me rise. No god shall escape the hell they devise. Utterly promises for salt and dirt, as we drag them down to face what they deserve. In the hollow silence I rise from graves, born of the storm that they left in my wake. Rivers of blood pour down from my veins. The earth calls me to balance the scales. No false case in nature's wrath unleashed. I am the weapon, the unholy beast. Betrayer of gods, defier of grace, leaving behind ruin without a trace. Summoned lanes as my fate my cinders. Now hear my screaming fires they fear. For all elementary sins laid bare, I am the vessel, the harbinger of despair. Heaven and earth shall suffer alike. Betrayal of the divine, constant blinded lights. As the skies break open, I rise with scorn. The gods in their kingdom shattered and torn. They have the suits, all no God to be seen. In the ashes I'll reign, be the damned or redeemed. The curse fades away, but vengeance remains. Betrayal of the divine, blood in my veins. Blood in my veins.
Yeah, it's Unidark, guys. We are to our second tribute of the week. And just very coincidentally, mine just showed up in the chat on Twitch. And that is my masterpiece. And one of my favorite songs of all time was Masterpiece by Atlantic Starr, whose member of their band, Wayne Lewis, their former keyboardist and vocalist, lost his life and is no longer with us. And as a tribute, I am going to play my favorite Atlantic Starr song tonight, Masterpiece. Go check it out.
gentle touch of your hand, and everything is right. The gentle way you look at me when we kiss goodnight. You've given me the freedom no other love has known, and now I thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. The countless ways you've touched my heart is more than I can say. The beauty that you've shown to me takes my breath away. A picture perfect painting, that's what our love is. And yes, I need you so. And now I know I've found a masterpiece in you. A work of art is true, and I treasure you, my love. I found a masterpiece in you. A work of art is true, and I treasure you. Sometimes I wonder what I'd be had I not found you. A lost and lonely soul, this world could show me nothing new. But now my life's a canvas painted with your love, and it will always be. And now I see the two of us together through time we'll never part. This fairy tale we're sharing is real inside our hearts. Let it be forever, never will it end. This promise I do make, heaven is ours today. And I found a masterpiece in you. A work of art is true, and I treasure you, my love. I found a masterpiece in you. A work of art is true, and I treasure you. When I'm lost and insecure, you build me up and make me sure everything will turn out right, my love. Oh, I found a masterpiece in you. A work of art is true, and I treasure you, my love. I found a masterpiece in you. A work of art is true, and I treasure you. This fairy tale we're sharing is real inside our hearts. It's true, yeah, you, girl. Let it be forever, never let it end. No, please never let it end. Just keep it together.
Next up on Tunesday Tuesday with his brand new single, ladies and gentlemen, it is Chace Reigns with HouseGhost.
Taking over your words, walking back in the rain. I guess some things never change. I'm feeling heavy walking into the light. Guess this just ain't my day tonight. It's everything we are, babe. It's all packed up, my dear. Who's in my heart, babe? coming to the end of the line. We've come to take back what once was mine. I hope you live to see your heroes die, so you can get on with your goddamn life. 'Cause everything we are, babe, it's all packed up, my dear. Who's in my heart, babe, if you don't live here? Who was a ghost in my house? Thought it was all staged out. Now I'll have to say I'm to you anyway. Who was a ghost in my house? Had all the map laid out, the imprint of a page who would fade away. Who was the ghost in my house? Who was the ghost in my house? Everything we are, babe, it's all packed up, my dear. But who was the ghost in my house? Thought it was all staged out. But now I'll have to say I'm to you anyway. Who was the ghost in my house? Had all the map laid out, the imprint of a page who would fade away. Who was the ghost in my house? Who was the ghost in my house? Oh yeah.
For the first time in over 3 years, we have brand new music from Fort Worth's own Miss Hannah Owens. Here is State I'm In.
Sun's creeping in and I'm getting stoned. Mornings sound different on my own. I'm kind of liking waking up alone. Feels like I'm in between the episodes. Might slip up and dream about you. Say you talk about us all the time. When you shake out your sheets, do you still wish it was me with a smile? There's something to be said about when I'm out, and I know that I feel good about it. So if you see me out with a band, just to leave me in that state I'm
The Caleb Hamby Band is an up-and-coming high-energy band hailing from Northeast Texas. Formed in 2022, they deliver a dynamic live performance that blends country with southern rock, offering an unforgettable show for audiences. In 2023, they released their first original, Growing Old, Mood I'm In, released in February 2025. Look out for their newest single, dropping July 4th, Which Way to Go. Known for their versatility and engaging stage presence, the Caleb Hamby Band is a must-have addition to any venue or event. Here is their single, The Mood I'm In. Y'all check it out.
Times have changed and people ain't the same. This side of the world's gone crazy. Now I wish I was still a kid. The good old days are missed. People don't believe in American dreams. No, I'm not in the mood for the mood that I'm in. Trying to turn a night into a dream, just 6 trains out of town. No, I don't know where all this time has gone, 'cause I
All right, we have come to our last tribute of the evening. Sylvester Stewart, born March 15th, 1943, better known by the stage name Sly Stone, was an American musician, songwriter, and record producer. He was the frontman of Sly and the Family Stone, playing a critical role in the development of funk with his pioneering fusion of soul, rock, psychedelia, and gospel in the 60s and 70s. AllMusic stated that James Brown may have invented funk, but Sly Stone perfected it and credited him with creating a series of euphoric yet politically charged records that proved a massive influence on artists of all musical and cultural backgrounds. Sadly, yesterday, we lost Sly Stone, June 9th, 2025, aged 82. Here is his big hit, Everyday People, by Sly and the Family Stone. Rest in peace. Unfortunately gone at age 82. Next up, guys, is our podcast guest for this week. Episode number 72's guest was Jesse Raub Jr., singer-songwriter extraordinaire, and this is his brand new single, brand new music, and of course, guys, his episode 72 is out wherever you can find podcasts. Y'all make sure you check it out, but here is What I Came to Do by Jesse Raub Jr.
If I piss them all off for speaking my mind, if I'm standing by myself, drawing a line, but there ain't much bad they can say when my name comes up. If I always make it happen somehow, if I'm all out of sweat when the sun goes down, if I turn out to be half the man my old man was, then I did what I came to do, left my mark on a heart or two. Love that girl with everything I had, wiping up a life, first breath and last. If I go out on 4-ball tires, like smoke rolling, engine on fire, if all my second chance angels are running on fumes, and I did what I came to do. I figure out fishing ain't all about the fish. Catch more little league games and I miss when the boys that come calling for my girls are scared to death. She feels like the luckiest woman on earth. If my kids know God and their mama come first, if I got a few friends that'll raise one up, well, I'm ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Then I did what I came to do, left my mark on a heart or two. Love that girl with everything I had, why another life, first breath and last. If I go out on 4-ball tires,
Jesse Raub Jr. with What I Came to Do live on Tunesday Tuesday, episode number 30. And guys, we have come to our global artist of the week, Ren Erin Gill, who uses the stage name Ren, is a Welsh singer, songwriter, rapper, producer, and director. Ren has won multiple awards and released 2 solo albums, Freckled Angels and Sick Boy. Before going solo, Ren was the frontman of several indie hip-hop busking bands and a member of Trick the Fox and the Big Push. Ren's career began on the streets of Bath and Brighton. While studying music in Bath, Ren got his big break playing with Trick the Fox. We're excited to play his newest single as well. Here is Ren featuring Kit with the song Slaughterhouse.
Somebody, anyone help. Anyone help, I've been going through hell. Hell, I've been going through. Hell, I've been going through. I've been at odds with myself. I've been so lost in my health. I've been feeling like deleting myself. Man, I've been going through hell.
Walls are closing for the chosen. Bodies ripped up, zipped and frozen. One by one we'll all fall down. Welcome to the slaughterhouse.
Crawl over shards of shattered glass, a masterclass of surviving inside a plaster cast. Martial artist, arc of asylum, night's darkest. Half-heartedly, haphazardly start this. Shallow tombs, open wounds that don't heal. Cold steel incision, a mind made a molehill. Through fields of the valley of doubt, I pass out, revive with the mouth to mouth. I stay locomotion, move with a chokehold. Goalpost moving, grow up then grow old. Hocus pocus, voodoo and black holes. Tobacco, I light up with my hat low. The last of the prophets, heaven sent Nephilim, roaming the earth with a severed wing, while the sword of Damocles is beckoning, hackling thoughts that torch your porcelain skin. Who's the kingdom come king that brings the contrast to conquer his sins? I bring whispers caught by the wind aboard the fetus, and here lies the body of Ren. And pain makes men out of boys that were lost. It's across to the homies. And some get body bags, it ragtagged, and it still hurts low key. These concrete streets breed wolves from sheep in the land of the holy. And the legend don't die, I love that guy, this one for the broskies. Cattle to metal, you know how he the devil and Jezebel coming for you. A jackal is hiding inside of my taking your rosy cheeks, painting them blue. Turning your clique into skeleton crew. Stripping the soul from the base of your shoes. So watch my tongue, my words are laced with I'm lying in truth, it's a fire in the booth. Switch up the star like bisex, impress your heavy lift, tricep, bicep, I flex up. Thunder and lightning writing on Tesla. Connect, direct, pin horse, disconnect. Working in a lab, a mad bad lad Dexter. Coming for your neck, the head that collector. 1,000,000 degrees, graduate semester. A bullet in the knee till you kneel to the emperor. They say, he say, she say.
People like to bicker as humanity erodes.
OKK with an AK pointed at the KKK. That's how you kill a ghost. Killer goes, giddy sick of the most. I be quicker on the trigger, click, 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 click. Empty chamber, fill it, reload. I cock it and hold, bullet in the chamber, explode. And burrow through the pricks, go, let's go. Welcome to the slaughterhouse, soccer making crack. When I spread, that's the bread and the butter and I bled. For the love of music dead, undercover, tell the coroner I left. Resurrect, motherfucker, G. Sick, yeah I'm sick. I think I told you that I'm sick. Suck a click, and when I pull up on your click, 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 click. Homicidal, traumatic. Welcome to the slaughterhouse, bitch.
Wow. Hailing from Washington, D.C., Samiah, who is our TikTok Stop Scrolling Artist of the Week, is a 2024 DC Whammy Music Awards winner for Best Hard Rock Metal Artist for Group. This up-and-coming rock artist frontwoman has a penchant for writing infectious tunes and relatable narratives, inspired by internationally acclaimed artists like Evanescence, Incubus, and 10 Years. Samiah's music journey began as a way to express nuanced emotions through music where words fail. Being an avid storyteller, Samiah is greatly influenced by real life, drawing inspiration for her music from personal experiences and hardships, allowing her to invoke strong emotions in people. Apart from invoking emotion, Samiah also seems to have a unique, innate competency to ingeniously present music in multiple styles, all while maintaining a consistent brand. One of the factors that make this artist one to keep an eye out for. Leading her band with the same name, this empowering female musician seeks to positively influence society with her music and is well on her way to becoming one of the most phenomenal artists in our generation. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing for the first time ever on Tunesday Tuesday, it is our weekly TikTok Stop Scrolling Artist of the Week. Here is Samiah.
When you smile and entertain the crowd, I can't help but notice it doesn't meet the eyes. A flash, cameras got your tongue again, paralyzed and poised. Your mask becomes a shroud, it hides the rot. Appearances and everything cleverly disguised, as if you had it all.
Guys, I am so excited to announce that because of this TikTok Stop Scrolling feature that we do every single week, I will be having a sit-down interview with Samiah in August. That's right. We will be chatting with Samiah in August for a future episode of the Boston Chris podcast. And I am unbelievably stoked. I can't wait. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Next up is our Marquee Artist of the Week, and that means it's time for our double play. The double play is our double play of the Marquee Artist of the Week, which means not one, but two songs during baseball season for our Marquee Artist. And this week's Marquee Artist is 25-year-old Willow Avalon, who comes from a long line of musicians in rural Georgia. And while she grew up on a steady diet of country singer-songwriters, her own music toes the line between Americana, folk, pop, and yes, even alternative. After signing her first record deal at 19 and ultimately successfully fighting tooth and nail to get out of it, Avalon independently released her debut single, Drivin', a song she had written when she was just 16 years old. In 2021, as unfiltered as it is exposed, the track aches with the fragility of a bruised heart and the raw fervor of a soul unhinged, seeing its author bearing herself for all to see, hear, and feel. The first of our double play this week is from Willow Avalon and Waylon Wyatt. This is Smoke and Embers. Avalon, Smoke and Embers, and here is Getting Rich, Going Broke by our Marquee Artist of the Week, Willow Avalon.
My aunt needs a new roof. My mama wants a house. My papa wants a blue truck. It's all he talks about. So I'll keep making records to pay these damn dues. 'Cause my mama wants a new house. And my aunt needs a roof. My sister needs a new dress. My cousin wants party shoes. My grandma needs a new couch. So I'll take her out to choose. So I'll keep making records till my heart turns blue. 'Cause my sister needs a new dress. And my cousin wants party shoes. Getting rich means going broke. The more they take, the more there ain't no pennies in the piggy left for me. Every dollar that I make finds its way back home to my family. My uncle can't stop stealing. The sheriff wants a raise. My grandpa needs a new stone to sit upon his grave. So I'll keep making records to pay these damn dues. 'Cause my mama needs a new house. My grandma needs a new couch. My uncle needs a bailout or two. 'Cause my papa wants a blue truck. And my aunt needs a roof. Come on, JR. Getting rich means going broke. The more they take, the more there ain't no pennies in the piggy left for me. Every dollar that I make, you bet your ass they're gonna take every single cent to my name. Every dollar that I make finds its way back home to my family. Yeah, every dollar that I make finds its way back home to my family.
The Marquee Artist of the Week, Miss Willow Avalon, right here on Tunesday Tuesday, episode number 30. And let's look ahead to episode number 31 next Tuesday. We will be featuring Mr. Bruce Owens from the Boston's Final Raid band. And they have a brand new single that's coming out and also a brand new album coming out as well. We'll be chatting with him about all of the things going on with them next week on Tunesday Tuesday. episode number 31. I do want to give huge props and thanks to Mr. Stephen Like for coming on this week and regaling us with his life story, essentially, when it comes to music, and his debut single for the first time played right here on the Boston Chris Show. Appreciate everybody who tuned in this week. I'm excited to see y'all next week. And remember, if you guys watched this live, you can find the recap on